I have an opportunity to buy a Pokemon card grail that I have wanted since I was a kid. It's coming to the game barn today, but the only problem is Pokemon cards have shot up in value recently. My buddy Angelo is bringing over some crazy Pokemon card sets today, but I have no idea what he wants for them. Angelo is here.
Hello, everybody.
And you've got a box of potato chips that I'm hoping has some Pokemon cards inside.
Yeah, there's some cards in there.
All right, good stuff.
Do you want to? I mean, probably.
Okay.
Kind of.
I need to see. I need to see.
Let me say. I think the good stuff is in here.
Oh.
My fancy bag.
What the leave that?
Do you want to leave that for last?
Yeah, let's save
This
that
is the
for
not
sure.
so important stuff.
I want to see. I want to see what's in here.
Obviously, the bubble wrap on the top. That's really protecting what's on the bottom of the box,
Yeah.
right? Well, that's not
There's a
bad.
little Nintendo Power number one.
So, I like to keep like little mementos. I was hoping you guys would sign this.
Oh, let's
a
go.
freaking one.
Yeah, dude. I love that.
Not so nicest copy, but just something for me to like.
It's
put in
one
my
that I
room.
would feel less
Just
bad
like-
about destroying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like, if you guys all want to sign it,
Yeah, dude.
and I'll throw it in the
Absolutely.
collection, that'd be fun for
That'd
me.
be
But
fun, yeah.
that's more of another thing. Let's
Very
get to
cool.
the fun stuff.
As long as you'll sign
So-
the sign in the barn downstairs.
Oh man, absolutely.
Because I need
love
people to know Angelo's been here.
I worked with a guy whose mom was collecting this stuff.
Who didn't?
Did he collect?
No, I'm just kidding. Everybody worked with a guy
Yeah.
whose mom
Oh, who
collected
did it?
something.
Who did
Yeah.
it? Oh, yeah. So this guy, he's like my age. So I did a job in Florida, and he's like, "Hey, my mom's like ready to let go of her Pokemon collection. She lives in Florida. Do you want to come to my hotel room? She's gonna bring everything."
Oh my
And I was like,
gosh.
"Yeah, sure, let's
Whoa,
do
there's
it."
some crazy stuff you're pulling out already.
And I was like, "Wait, I don't know if I brought enough money on a work trip to afford
Yeah.
what you're about to
Oh my
show me," because I
gosh.
knew I kind of had an idea of what was here. So
These are first edition.
this is the stuff, like, I got some of it graded. He got some of the stuff graded too, but you'll see. I did PSA, but it's the complete set. I don't know if they're all in order, but
There's the Dragonite, 8.5 CGC.
basically this is all the fossil. I think all the hollows, like all the better stuff was graded.
Okay.
So there's probably a couple non-hollows.
So it looks
in
like we
there.
got a range of like kind of 6 to 9. The non-hollow got a 5,
yeah.
which is a bummer because usually those have a higher
Yeah.
chance of grading better without scratches like that. The
I don't
Gengar
think
9.
it looks terrible, but it could have a.
Yeah, 5 is actually
weird thing going on.
surprising. On.
So anyways, yeah, it's kind of a crazy story how I got everything home, because I went there with a duffel bag and a carry-on, and this was just like kind of the primo stuff out of that collection. The rest, there were like those Japanese like Tomy figures.
Yeah,
Like
those are cool.
Hundreds of those.
Oh wow.
So
So is this a complete fossil set?
it's like one of everything.
Yeah, so you got a bunch of graded, and then the rest of the set here looks like all
Yeah.
fossil here, which is vintage, 1999, 2000. The thing that's cool for those that don't know is these are actually first edition, stamped on the middle. A lot of people tell me they got first edition Charizard, first edition
Yeah.
cards, and it's like, oh, you meant base set, or
Yeah.
you meant
Oh, yeah. I
just
hear that
old
all
the
the
time.
time, yeah.
So yeah, if it wasn't first edition, this stamp right here would just not be there at all. And that would be considered the unlimited edition version. So Gengar and Dragonite, I think these are kind of the two biggest chase cards, the hollow versions of them. They both also have a non-hollow version in fossil set. So there's it's funny, the hollow got an 8.5, the non-hollow got a 5. And then on the Gengar, the non-hollow got a 9, and the hollow got a 6, which is kind of more what you would expect, because usually the hollows are scratched
Right.
and just stuff happens.
People wanting to show off their cool cards.
The cool cards almost always have more wear because
Absolutely,
people
yeah.
are showing them off.
And then the rest is just like, the uncommon, common.
That's beautiful.
I recall counting, it was like one of everything. It's funny because there's one card that's missing from being fully complete. It's I think it's a Doug Trio, which I think was always a non-hollow. It was a
Yeah.
fake Doug Trio.
Really?
So I'm kind of one card away from actually having the complete set.
We'll let it slide.
Which is,
we'll let
I
it
know.
slide. All right, I'm making room for more. What else do we have in
All
that
right,
box?
so next is, I've got Jungle.
So this is literally the second and third set of Pokemon. There was base set that came first, and
So
then
you've
Fossil and
got-
Jungle
I
next.
don't know why some of them aren't graded. Maybe they just weren't like. I was being a little picky on condition.
Sure.
maybe.
I love that Jolteon, by the way. This is like some of my favorite looking art. the hollow. Jolteon jumping out at you. Dang, PSA 9, first edition Scyther. Pretty crazy to see a PSA 9 in vintage. Tough to get.
Some of these, I think a lot of them were, a little.
You're like, maybe this will get a 6 best case, so I'll just leave it raw type of stuff. I mean, I can see that.
To be honest, like.
Might still be worth grading at this point, but.
Yeah, like a little white there.
How long have you had these?
So, I want to say that was February of 23.
Oh, okay.
I want to say, so what's that? 2.5, coming up on 3 years?
All right, so just an observation on my end real quick. A complete fossil set, complete jungle set. 2023 money, it's not stacking up to be a $12,000 purchase. So what are we missing here? Missing something from the deal?
There's more. Oh, there's a couple more things.
All right.
I was getting nervous. I thought you were telling me I did bad.
No, I mean, if this is it.
Yeah, if that's it, I would have been, yeah.
That'd be pretty pricey.
Spending my money poorly.
It's amazing stuff, but it's not. It's not that.
It's not that amazing. This is where we start ramping up a little bit. So this is the fun stuff. Let me just kind of.
There's no way that's all first edition though.
So this is a complete. Unfortunately, there's one that's I found to be counterfeit. It's the Doug Trio, but everything else is authentic.
No way.
First edition, one of every
Holy cow.
card from the set, including the hollows and.
So this is a first edition shadowless, complete base set 102 out of 102.
Yeah.
Even so,
sloppy.
this is the one that people get wrong. That's wild. That's
obviously fake.
randomly.
Yeah.
Wow. It got mixed in somehow. I see the first edition CATRP. Shout out to CATRP. This is the most important one that people almost always get wrong. Yeah, there's the CATRP. They say they have a first edition Charizard or whatever, and it's just an unlimited version of the Charizard, which is still a great card, but we're talking in good condition $250 compared to $10,000. If we have a first edition Shadowless Charizard in good condition, it can be worth in the 5 figures, and the other one cannot. Or maybe if it's a 10, but.
I'm trying to get to the fun stuff. So I got this one graded because it was really clean. It ended up getting a 9.
And a 9,
which is kind of cool.
That's nice.
But then you've got the
Pikachu is a big one.
The red cheeks. So they made a yellow version. I think there's a yellow cheek and a red cheek. It was kind of random, I think.
I like the red cheeks version the best. So
I feel like that's kind of the more desirable one. And then you've got the hollows. This is where it starts getting a little more fun. You got the full set of hollows here.
Dang. There's the true first edition Machamp.
Yeah, so you'll see a lot of these with the shadow on the side, and it's weird. I think there are no non-first edition ones. Correct.
They were in a theme deck that you could get and they all had the first edition stamp, even though they were not.
Something about the shadowless, the first, like it's just.
It's crazy.
They're essentially like, they look the same, but not to us, you know?
Yeah,
like,
so.
If you encounter both versions, I feel like these, there's something about them, they look way cooler, you know?
So there's 3 prints of the base set. This is the first one, first edition Shadowless. The second print is Shadowless with no first edition stamp. And then the third print, they thought that a Shadow looked better, which, who knows? Who knows if they were right or wrong? The first edition print run was pretty darn limited, especially compared to like base set unlimited.
We're not done yet.
Where they went crazy.
There's
still kind of a big 3 that's.
There's something missing.
There's a big 3 here.
I think there's something.
And a really big 1.
Yeah.
But that's crazy to see, dude. Yeah, that is crazy.
And again, like I grew up with this stuff. There's kind of a crossover between video games and cards, so I kind of like jumping back and forth just to keep things interesting, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm mostly like a video game vendor and a little bit of online sales. So when this came up, I kind of had to jump on it.
Angelo, I think you know, I very much understand.
Yeah,
this is my dream collection right here.
It's pulling at the heart a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
this
childhood,
is crazy.
Nostalgia. But let's get to the good ones.
This feels like a big reveal right here.
It gets special treatment.
Man, I'm gonna make some space. These are amazing in and of themselves.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, my holy grail card for my collection is a first edition Charizard. I've never been able to seal a deal on one.
There's a couple decent ones.
Dang.
Oh, this one's pretty good too. Actually, it was the last one. I saved the best for last.
Holy cow. There it is. First edition Charizard. Right there, the stamp, shadowless. In a CGC 5.5. Too bad you couldn't get the 8 on the Charizard, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy to see an 8 on the Venusaur, though.
Yeah. These were graded when I got them.
Okay.
The original owner went through CGC. And
It's certainly cheaper to grade with CGC because
yeah,
they don't
and
do
it
the
was-
upcharge
It was
thing.
during COVID as well. So I think the turnaround time for PSA was like 18 months.
They got up to 18 months, 2
Because
years in
I
some cases.
had to wait 18 months.
Yeah,
for,
I had some
and
cards
the cards that I thought were going to be worth a bunch went down, but by the time I got them, so
Mm-hmm.
again, it's is what it is.
That's crazy to
But
see.
yep, these are old label. The new ones, again, I've been out. I kind of dipped back out of Pokemon since,
Yeah.
so I'm not really sure, but I know there is a new label. I don't know if you could cross that with them for a new
Get it.
label.
Yeah, maybe.
But I just left them as they were.
I like it.
It's kind of a little nerve-wracking to send this thing off, you know,
Yeah, no doubt.
in hopes that you see it, you know, within the same year. So I just kind of kept them the way they were and hung on to them that way. But
Well,
to the right
before
owner.
we talk numbers, we got to look at what I have out on the wall here currently. Oh, which card number was Doug Trio? I can't remember.
I think it's a non-hollow
boom,
rare.
right
Yeah.
there. You can see the Doug Trio in my set is first edition, so we're
Nice.
good. We've got
Okay.
that one. I have most of these cards, or like half of them are just shadowless, and the other half are first edition too.
Okay.
The Charizard most notably is just shadowless,
Oh, nice.
which is a bummer, because obviously I'd want that one first edition if I could choose one card out of the whole set. So that's what I have, which I'm pretty proud of.
Yeah.
But there's a chance there could be an upgrade today
Yeah.
if we can seal a deal.
Definitely, man.
I am interested in everything,
Everything. All right.
but I don't know how much you've thought about asking price or what that
Yeah.
means, if you need a second to think about it. And it's a
Yeah.
big deal. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like we need to get some confidence on kind of what these are at these days.
Definitely. Yeah. And
And some of the other key
the
cards,
market
but
just obviously fluctuates. Like,
Yes.
It's like the stock market.
it's been going crazy. It's starting to level off
Yeah.
a bit again. Did you have a number in mind?
everything or just
Yeah, like for
one?
if you were just to sell everything.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Okay.
I didn't do the research.
All right,
I didn't do my homework.
let's take some
folks.
time.
Yeah, if you wanna,
We'll look into it
If
a
you wanna
little bit.
consider the whole thing, yeah.
Jumping in real quick, we just had a fun little nerd night at the game barn and opened up some Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon cards, and Alpal actually pulled one of the massive cards, the Espeon EX, beautiful, crazy looking artwork, and it's definitely one that I'm gonna wanna grade, and our channel sponsor XYAB now has the solutions for the ways to send in your cards to grade. So they have a partnership with Ultra Pro now, where you can get like card savers, the semi-rigid holders that PSA requires for you to send your cards in. They also have the sleeves that you can put them in inside of that, and tons of like different binders, things for your Pokemon cards, sports cards, TCG stuff. It is awesome. It's a huge new partnership for them, so make sure to check out our link down below for $50 off your first order of 100 or more. All right, we are back. We have analyzed the market a good bit on these guys. We even had some pizza, so we've been hanging. But it's all about the deal that's hopefully gonna go down here. So the big three, these are the ones that we really wanted to nail in on the market. CGC makes it a little tough because there's not as many comps. There's a lot more on PSA. That being said, you can still find some pretty good information. All in all, it came to like basically the three of these top line market value adding up to about 10 grand.
Correct. Yep.
And we both kind of agreed on that, looked
Yeah,
at some eBay
absolutely,
comps and went back and forth, which is a lot. That's, I think,
Yeah.
the bulk of the value based on what we're
yeah.
looking at.
Holds a lot of weight.
Yes. So then we had to look at the fossil set. All in all, we concluded that the fossil set might be in that 2 to 3K range. Jungle was pretty similar. And we also agreed about 2 to 3K market value there too. And then we had these cards, which, you know, they're all first edition hollows. I think we said you might be able to expect an average of 300 a piece. There's 12 of them. So about 3,600, 4,600-ish.
Yeah, with the bulk.
With the other ones in there. So market value comes to about 18,000, give or take.
Yeah.
It's really hard to come up with
Right.
an
And
accurate value.
Obviously, you're looking at taking everything.
I am
So
interested in that, yes.
I think 18 sounds reasonable. Let's do it.
I don't want
It doesn't always work that way, right?
I mean, with that in mind, I would be curious at what you're comfortable with
Okay.
selling them at, and we'll see if it's what I was also thinking.
I'd like to leave some room for you. Obviously, there's stuff that you don't need per se. I would be comfortable around 13.
I was going to say 12, but I can come up to 12.5.
Okay.
And I can pay PayPal, Venmo, whatever. Eat the fees for you.
Yeah. I wish I could say I'm sad, but I'm not. I'm ready to move on.
Shaking on it?
So I'm ready to do it, man.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Sounds like a good deal to me, man.
My
I
childhood
appreciate
dreams
you,
coming
dude.
true,
Yeah.
brother. I do want every set in first edition.
Yeah.
My sets aren't all first edition, and I never had the first edition Charizard, so I now will have
Well, you have
first
the
3 sets.
full set.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I got the Doug Trio. We confirmed I got the first
Oh, yeah.
Doug Trio, so we're good.
Fake. Yeah,
That's
those
crazy,
all
guys.
there.
I'm buying Pokemon card collections. I want to get more, especially vintage, sealed, and otherwise. So if you have it, reach out. Our email's down below. I'd love to make more deals. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.